Today, we're going to be talking about the Defensive Player of the Year, and I'm going to be predicting my top 5 Defensive Player of the Year candidates in the WNBA. And I think that it's going to be a really interesting one to see because it's hard to predict DPOY. It's really hard to predict DPOY because you just never know what the criteria is going to be. You never know what the voters are going to do. There's definitely going to be voter fatigue right here. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So I've got one guard on my top 5. And I'm going to predict that, surprisingly, I'm going to predict Jackie Young. Because I think Jewel Lloyd's going to take more of an offensive load. And I think Jackie Young's going to take a bit of a defensive load. I'm going to predict that Jackie Young is going to be the DPOY. I think she's going to guard the other team's best player every single game. I think she's going to take less shots than last year. I think Jewel Lloyd is going to be chucking. And I think they're going to be heavily reliant on the defensive end. And I think Jackie Young is the best defensive player, in my opinion, on the Aces. Even though I'm predicting another Aces player higher, I think Jackie Young's the best defender on the Aces. I think voters use Hassan Whiteside nomics, but I don't like Hassan Whiteside nomics. If it was my call, one of my higher numbers wouldn't be there. But at number 4, if you guys are looking at this thumbnail from the stream, we're putting her in at number 4. Angel Reese is going in at 4. The DPOY from Unrivaled, and I'm going to be honest, she is a very, very solid or good defender when she wants to be. And I think Angel Reese is going to focus on defense this year more so than anything. I think she's going to be a better defender when she wants to be. She's a top 5 or 6 defender in the W. Whether you like to admit it or not, she is when she wants to be. So I'm going to put her at number 4 because I do think there's going to be people voting for DPOY. Because people voted for all defensive last year and she stopped playing defense. She stopped running back on defense after 10 games and people still voted for all defense. For that reason, she's probably going to be all defensive first team, if we're being honest. And one player, like a lot of people are talking in the comment section, there's no one. I think Alana Smith should be in the conversation. No one's going to vote for Alana Smith. Even though she's the best. Alana Smith was the best defensive player last year on the Lynx. But it did not matter that Alana Smith was their best defender. Napheesa Collier won DPOY, and I have her as my 3rd this year. I have Napheesa Collier as 3rd. Why? I think there's a near 0% chance Napheesa wins Defense Player of the Year. First of all, again, there is voter fatigue, and also when coaches and the media come out to complain about you winning an award, you never win 2 in a row. You never win 2 in a row. I mean that. When people are coming out in the media being like, this person didn't deserve to win this award, they will never win 2 in a row. Fee could average 7 blocks and 7 steals and she's not winning DPOY. I still think she's going to be a lock for all defensive first team. But there's no way she wins DPOY. Absolutely none. And I was considering not even putting her in my top 5 because I just thought there was no chance of her winning DPOY. And number 2, I think this player is the best interior defender. Why did I put a Z in Magbagor? Ezzy. She is, in my opinion, the best interior defender in the WNBA. Like, she doesn't block as many shots as Aja, but she's a better shot blocker, if you get me. Like, teams aren't scared to go to the basket when Aja's there. Teams are scared to go to the basket when Ezzy Magbagor's there. Like, we saw, there is no player that neutralized the Leah Boston like Ezzy Magbagor. There is nothing. There is nothing the teams could do sometimes with Magbagor. She's there in the paint. She not only alters shots, she blocks shots, she alters shots, she plays vertical. She can, obviously, defensive rebound is pretty good. But for me, she was an unbelievable defender last year. And she was the best interior defender. She was my pick for DPOY last year. Like, any game I watched, I thought Ezzy Magbagor was the Storms. She anchored the Storms' defense. She absolutely anchored the Storms' defense. And for me, again, I think that matters. It matters a lot more than people think. And people just used the numbers. People just look at the numbers. The numbers, Mason, what do they mean? They don't mean anything at the end of the day. You gotta just watch the games, which is why Fee won DPOY last year. Ezzy Magbegor, in my opinion, should be in that conversation. But we all like. Do you know how the MVP was decided before a ball was dribbled this last year? The Defensive Player of the Year is decided. And yeah, there are players that could be in the conversation for DPOY. There are other players. Dejanay, if somehow the wings can play defense. The person who says they're going to win DPOY and Tash Howard. If Tash Howard wins DPOY, I promise I will buy a Tash Howard jersey. I was about to say I promise I will go to a Tash Howard game, but like, if you think I'm going to America this year, I would rather like I would rather not be deported. So I would or no, I'd rather first of all get in the country, which I don't think I will, even if it's a freaking holiday at this stage, and I don't want to be deported either. But I'm gonna be honest, the Defensive Player of the Year has already been decided. It's already been decided, and it is Angel Wilson. She's the DPOY. Give it to her. Give Angel Wilson the DPOY. It's over. It's over. Like, it has been decided. Angel Wilson's the Defensive Player of the Year. When the entire Aces team wore Angel Wilson jerseys out of protest for her not winning DPOY last year, she didn't win DPOY. And this is before MVP was announced. She didn't win DPOY, so the whole team at a protest wore her jerseys. She won it. She won it. Just like when Angel Wilson started talking about how the fourth place voter and all that stuff, she won MVP before she dribbled a basketball last year. She has won Defensive Player of the Year before a ball has been dribbled. Like, no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Like, the Defensive Player of the Year, of all the awards, including Paige winning Rookie of the Year, the Angel Wilson Defensive Player of the Year has already been decided. She could block 0.1 shots per game. And it has already been decided, lads. So, I don't really care about the other four players. It doesn't matter. The DPOY has already been decided. Like, she blocks a lot of shots because she kind of hangs around the paint and doesn't guard. Kia Stokes guards the other team's best player. Best big. She just hangs around the paint and blocks shots. She will win by Hassan Whiteside-nomics. Jackie Young is the best defender on the Aces. But Angel Wilson guaranteed to win.